So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Cesar Azpilicueta. As a fellow fullback, I'm a massive fan of this guy's tactical awareness, positioning and defensive duties. He's a real dogged customer. He won't back off when things get tough, and he'll always step up to the plate when the pressure is on. He's my type of player.
Yeah, the scourge of so many strikers. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And it's Chilwell. Aubameyang! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gets it upfield. Dele Alli. Cut out in the nick of time. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Doucouré. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Gets away from his opponent. Tries to swing it in. Pogba. He's looked long this time. Mariappa goes back to base. Nicely measured pass. Oh, rip! Hits one! Doucouré. What a throw in. Cathcart tries to get it forward quickly. No goals as yet. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cathcart. Deulofeu. Kiko Femenia. Cathcart. And the first half is done, so both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? He gets past his man. Aubameyang! There it is!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
Well, contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to stroke it through. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Conte.
What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
Pogba. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kante drives it forward. Doucouré. And here's Welbeck.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Mariappa. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Now it's Aubameyang.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hoists it forward. He's had a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And he's there to hoof it away. Pogba.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Chong. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. That's gone a long way up and away. Keeper sends it forward. Mariappa. Now a chance to break. And it's played forward. And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins... Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a
Rush Rashford has a shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And he's there to clear it. He still has a goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Great leap! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Tries his luck. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Rashford certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
Azpilicueta gets it back. Ayew did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tompkins. So it is still 0-0. Kouyaté. MacArthur. Zaha gets away from his opponents, and it's MacArthur. Kouyaté. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kante plays it forward. Defenders on the back foot. Rashford. He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And it's played forward. It's found its way to him. And here's Rashford. That's gone a long way up and away. Ayew battles to win it back. Zaha. Kouyaté. Townsend. Could be a chance. Ayew! Dele Alli. And it's Mahrez. Otamendi. Van Dijk. Conte. Chilwell. Good idea, just poorly executed. It's Rashford! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he heaves it forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, we've seen a lot of willing accompanied by a fair amount of waste, so they've both got to tidy up their scoring act.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Well, that's where he wants it. Aubameyang. He's through the middle. Now it's Mahrez. Shoots! And it's a goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. But we're obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Kouyaté. Van Dijk did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Dele Alli plays it out to the wing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Dele Alli. Chance to shoot! And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Hit into the middle. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
MacArthur. MacArthur drives it forward. Zaha. Has he picked him out? Zaha needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
It's a throw-in. Maya. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and the score is 1-0. And it's Zaha. Zaha looking to run onto it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Aubameyang goes looking.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Tompkins. Out to the left it goes. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Benteke pings it out wide. Schlupp, chip through. It's a brilliant interception. And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary. But the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Has a hit! Willems gets good distance on it. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Conte, and here's Rashford. Caught offside that time. And it's Willems. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Alisson deals with it effortlessly. He's left his man. Dummett is there to heave it away. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. That's Piliqueta. Dele Alli. Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always...
Otamendi has given away a free kick. Willems gets away from his opponent. As Piliqueta, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. He hits it off the post. Javi Manquillo knocks it away. Chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Ali put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Hayden. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pogba battles to win it back. Pogba goes steaming forward. That's a decent ball. Rashford! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Javi Manquillo tries to get it forward quickly. Conte. Otamendi. Otamendi drives it forward. Keeper's ball. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And it's Mahrez. Done it. Has he found his man? Done it. And here's Carroll. It's a loose ball. Kante goes looking. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Kante with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pogba, and here's Rashford. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Good idea, just poorly executed. Conte. He's had a look, it's Rashford! Disappointing finish in the end. There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Brought forward, what is Pogba? And that may well be that. That is that. Well, the manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while, and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary. But the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves.
Chance! Goal!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Pogba with the foul. And here's Aubameyang. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Kante goes looking. Torreira just brushed off the ball there. Socrates drives it forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Mahrez goes long. Has he picked him out? Oh, sweet feet. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Pogba, who's made his mark on this game. And it's played forward. Well weighted. Has a pop! They've done it! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Rashford versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So the lead now is 2.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. It is quite a run he's making here. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Now it's Mahrez, and he's Mahrez! And more and more and more! And already they're looking to run away with it. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
And we hit half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. Rashford gets wrestled off the ball. Chambers. Guendouzi. Well, here is one man whose name is on everyone's lips, and I guess over the period of time we've watched this, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Chilwell. Rashford. Kante provides an outlet. Hits one! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Torreira. Mesut Ozil. Ball through needs to be good here. Goalkeeper's ball. Ceballos. Mahrez. Rashford. Real chance! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Chambers, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mahrez. Torreira. Guendouzi. Hector Bellerin. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He goes long. Good ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Goes for goal! Room for a shot. Tries to get it clear. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Kolasinac. And that's it. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one...